Good morning, class. Today we will have a recap session of what are the fundamentals or basics of finance and financial management. What kind of a role a CFO plays? Because this is something related to grade level. We'll refresh once and then start with the chapter. Yesterday I was able to understand that most of you are telling that it is good we have a recap session. I will tell you how a company kind of setup works. This is basics, this is fundamental. If you don't understand this, that other coming next to two chapters will be a joke for you. You will not understand it, right? Let's see. We'll only discuss about something called a public company. What is a public company? A public company is the highest level of doing business. That is a peak level. Sole proprietorship, partnership, cooperative society, joint Hindu undivided family, private company, and then comes the advanced way of doing business, that is a public company. Now, public company need funds for doing, any business need funds for doing business. So, the basic criteria is, the first requirement is finance. See children, the first requirement is finance. So, this finance, from where will they get? From where will they get money to do business? And what is the benefit of doing business? Why public company is referred to as the advanced way of doing business? I'll tell you. Generally, to do business, you need something called startup funds. Okay, and gradually when you continue your business, when you are successful, you need funds for expansion, for diversification, all kind of growth aspects you need funds, right? Apart from this, you also need funds for day-to-day activities. You also need funds for day-to-day functioning of business. So funds are required, the importance or the value of finance can never be underestimated. So you need funds basically for everything. Now what is so special about a public company is, this public company raises finance in many ways, right? So this company can raise finance in many ways. One such way is either it can bring its own fund, that is referred to as owner's fund, or it can bring funds through borrowed. It can borrow money from others. Now the funda about this is owner's fund. So the basic accounting terminologies we will learn. Anybody who is contributing money towards the capital of the business, if a person is giving money, if a person is giving money towards the capital, the accounting transaction you people know, cash account data to share capital. I don't have to tell, right? This person who is giving the money is referred to as owner, right? The person who is giving money towards the capital of the business is referred to as owner, right? Then there is another kind of person who gives money as loan. Such a person is referred to as creditor. Okay, such a person is referred to as creditor. Here also money is coming in, but the journal entry would be cash account data, debit what comes in to sundry creditors. The person whomsoever, 2-3 people are here, so it is referred to as creditor, right? The bottom line being creditor here, the bottom line being capital there. Understood? Clarity is there? Right. Now we will try to understand how a public company raises funds. For a public company, owner's funds, that is capital, could be equity share capital or preference share capital, excuse me, its own reserves, or it could be profit that it has made, accumulated profit or retained earnings. All these are its own funds, right? When we talk about the debt, debt could be bank loan, financial institutions, creditors, known people, etc., etc., people who ever give money, right? So people who give money in the form of loan are referred to as creditors. We have to repay them. People who give money towards the owner is referred to as, those people are referred to as people who contribute towards the capital. So there is a difference between both of them, and that there is a clear difference between how the transactions are made, right? Now, when I contribute money towards capital, how that mechanism works out is, I'll show you that's a three-tier structure of a public company. For a public company, it's a three-tier structure. First, finance is required, right? So, finances, suppose it has chosen ownership funds. First, we will deal with ownership funds. Ownership funds. Okay. Suppose it needs ownership funds. So, it will go to and approach a stock exchange. All public companies will approach a stock exchange. There is something called business plan, there is something called project report, certain documentations are there which you will learn later. Those documents have to be submitted to the stock exchange. The stock exchange verifies the data given by the public company, and then the stock exchange estimates how much money. Suppose this public company says that it is in need of 10 crores. I am in need of 10 crores of amount. So stock exchange will verify whether there is a genuine need for 10 crores. All estimates will be given, which is done in the business plan. So you don't have to worry about that part, is not there for your syllabus. So this 10 crores of money, stock exchange, if it is approving it, stock exchange in return goes to common man. Where the stock exchange goes? Stock exchange goes to the common man. Common man may not have 10 crores in his hand, but he definitely has rupees 100 or 200 with him. Small drops of small drops of rain make a very big ocean. On the basis of that concept, common man, what he does, he contributes, he gives money to stock exchange. He may give 100 rupees, he may give 200 rupees, that is referred to as share price. Cost of each share. He will give 100 or 200, how much ever he wants to give, there is no compulsion. Minimum is 100 in stock exchange. Stock exchange collects all the money from the common man and gives it to the public company. The moment stock exchange gives it to the public company, it also tells the name and identification or details related to the common man who had invested. Now this common man is no more a common man because he gave money towards capital. Somebody who gives money towards capital is referred to as owner. This common man becomes the owner of the business. क्योंकि इन पैसे दिया ना, he gave money towards capital, right? So when the common man is giving money to the stock exchange and stock exchange collects it and gives it to this public company will also receive all the information related to the common man. Thereby that common man becomes the owner of the business. So when you are the owner of the business, suppose this company is facing loss. We will assume the company is facing loss. He cannot go and question the company, where is my money? You know why? Because you are the owner of the business. You are questioning yourself. It is like owner ko khud apne ko, owner ko kaun question? You are only the owner now, because when you gave me the money, I gave you something called share certificate. Share certificate it's a legal document. It is online now. The share certificate simply means that it is a title. It's a title, transfer of title. So I am transferring the title of ownership of the company to you. You are owner of the company worth 100 rupees. You are owner of the company worth. So the entire amount of 10 crores, 100, छोटे टुकड़े करके सारे countries say they have received money. There may be a person who has given 1 lakh. There may be a person who has given 500. There may be someone who has given 100. So many lots of people put together give that money, and that money is reached. Now the biggest advantage for public company, suppose it is facing loss, it need not repay na, because you are owner na. That question of repaying does not arise. But suppose it makes profit, it gives something called dividend. Suppose the company makes profit, it gives something called dividend. Now the big question that you may have is, after understanding the circular relationship, the big question that you may have is, ma'am, these people are giving money and they become the owners. No, shareholders. We call them shareholders, or also called as owners of the company. Now these owners, they don't manage the business most cases. The day-to-day affairs of the business is managed by somebody called board of directors. ये shareholders क्या करते हैं? They appoint people who are capable enough in the top positions of the company, and such people will run and manage the day-to-day affairs of the company and update the shareholders. These updations will happen during the meetings. In meetings, if there is anything important, they will update the shareholder. So the entire profit is the working of the business based on the talent of board of directors. They get paid something called salary. They are not owners. Of course, they can have ownership funds. They can also contribute towards the share capital and become the owner. The rights issued. So many other thing concepts are there. We will not worry about it. But for you to understand, this is how public company is. So shareholders को repay करने का their tension is not there. Now we will go about loan thing. Loan. Any kind of loan that you borrow from a bank or a financial institution, or any amount received in the name of loan or debt is something that is compulsorily repayable. You have to repay. Compulsion of repaying is not there in ownership funds, but compulsion of repaying is there in loan, borrowed funds. So this you have to repay principal plus interest. You have to repay the principal amount plus the interest amount. Now principal plus interest amount means, suppose you fail to pay the amount. You have failed, you are not able to pay, liquidity was not there, so you have not paid the amount. वो क्या करता, जो loan lend किया, the person who has given you money, that person will come and put a white color seal on your business and say closed. वो आपका दिवाला उठा देता. Until you pay him, he is not going to leave you. Right? But the shareholders, can they do the same thing? Same 10 crores, if you had taken loan from a money lender, that 10 crores amount, if you are not able to pay one installment, you paid all the installments, बीच में एक installment miss हो गया, you are not able to pay due to corona or something, he is not going to keep quiet. He will come and tell that I am sealing your business, I am shutting it down. So the entire dream of having the business, expansion, growth, amount of time, energy, effort, money you have put already in the business goes in water, because these fellows will shut down your business. They are capable of doing it and it is legally allowed. Now to tell you, then one thing you have understood, that if you borrow loan from the market, the risk is high. आपको risk factor ज़्यादा हो जाता, because the person is not going to keep quiet. But when you take the same 10 crores as ownership fund, the risk factor is not there. The risk factor is not there. But loan is considerably cheap, but ownership funds are considerably costly. How it is costly and how this is cheap, I'll tell you. Loan, suppose you took for 10 years. 10 years, every month you are paying 10,000 rupees as EMI. 10 years में EMI खत्म, खेल खत्म, दुकान बंद. You have no relationship with the debtor. उसका और आपका link खत्म हो गया. आपने principal and interest both you have repaid. So there it is over. But how about owners? The 10 crores that you took somewhere in 1900, 2020 उसके granddaughters भी खा रहे आपके profit. Great-granddaughters are also having it. How much of money you are paying? Because they become owners. Owners is a permanent relationship. Ownership is a permanent relationship, thereby they stay in the company. Lifetime you will be paying something called dividend. Lifetime you will be paying something called dividend. Once a share is issued, it doesn't matter whether the shareholder is the same person, or he had transferred the share to somebody else, or he has given it as a will to somebody else. Doesn't matter. Absolutely, that share number is allotted. That number will get the dividend for a lifetime. So lifetime, if somebody is getting dividend, which is expensive, ये तो 10 साल में खत्म हो जाएगा, ये तो पूरी जिंदगी देना पड़ेगा. You know, here the risk is more accepted, but the liability comes down after 10 years. There is zero. You can bring it down to zero. This will never be zero. So think which is more suitable. This is the task of CFO, to understand according to the current situation whether this is good or that is good. Which is more suitable. Suppose liquidity. Liquidity means liquid cash. आपके पास बैंक में liquid cash. You have everything in your bank. Means you have enough of plant, machinery, big office, everything. But the cash balance in your bank is very less, because many people took your manufactured goods on credit. Suppose we'll assume you will get it by next 10 days में आपके बैंक में पैसे है, but ये 10 days के लिए liquidity कम है. अगर if your business is like that, you are having risk, because अगर EMI check bounce हो गया तो ये बंदे कम चुप नहीं बैठते, dead fellows, right? So you go for equity. Suppose you feel that no, liquid cash is sufficient enough, I can able to manage funds. Avoid that, because it is a lifetime payment you will have. So depends upon so many factors and situations. So in a company kind of setup, first you understand the triangle. Triangle becomes very, very important, students. If you forget the triangle in company, particularly public company, in a public company, the owners are shareholders. They are called as the owners of the business. Okay. Shareholders are called the owners of the business. The one who started the company, जिसका idea था, जिसका concept था, is referred to as promoter oblique entrepreneur. Okay, who is running the business? Is he able to manage everything? No, he cannot manage everything. Thereby, you appoint somebody called board of directors. They run the day-to-day affairs of the business. These people get paid something called salary. Okay, these people get paid something called dividend. Dividend is nothing but share in the profit. Owners को profit जाता ना, share in profit. Right, on March 31st, suppose there is an AGM, at that day only these people will come. They are not responsible for the success or failure of the business because they don't take the decisions on day-to-day basis. Every decision is managed by them. Right, so these people, they turn up on March 31st and they ask definitely how much is the profit. At that time you will submit something called trading, P&L and balance sheet and all other financial documents and statements that are required as per law. So when you submit that, you will, these shareholders, they won't even keep quiet. Every day they will open the website and check how their company is performing, because public companies are they are forced to be highly transparent in all their transactions. Whatever you do in your business, whether the share price is going up or coming down, will be shown in the stock exchange. Now the question is, why did the public company go to a stock exchange for money? They can ask directly to the public. Now nobody will give.